is that at every crime scene the word bloodless is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Based on the facts, it would be suggested that the suspect may be a student. That the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder. Genocide Jack case files have been added. 2 locker room posters has been added to the disappearing scene has been added to the Chihiro's e-handbook has been added to the status of the dead body has been added to the library desk lamp has been added to the Celeste's account has been added to the Aoi's account has been added to the tree.
It's the moment you've all been waiting for! The class trial!
Came to a sudden stop. What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? This is so exciting! Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Very
Good, good. You're repairing. You're raring to go. You're repairing to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
well.
Okay then, let's get this show on the road. Everyone, please find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Yes, I want to save. Alright, open the handbook. Set skills. Algorithm. Increase the speed of memorizing a statement effective during the non-stop debate. Increases damage to the opponent when a statement is destroyed, effective during the bullet time battle. Vocabulary. Increase bullet capacity, effective during the bullet time battle. Wait, I can select multiple? Okay, I have vocabulary, algorithm, and melodious voice. Oh, cool. Alright. Finish preparations. Let's go. Trial. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
Okay.
Okay, then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
It's clearly the dumbbell. First we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Make your argument. Block room dumbbell. Okay.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
Nope, that wasn't it. Wrong one. You think you have some proof that contradicts what I said? I need to think about it one more time. There must be a contradiction in that statement somewhere. I messed that up. Whoops.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Nope, that's the one I need a break.
No, that's wrong.
I forgot how to do this. Break.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell, found at the scene of the crime? It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
What?
Yay! That's so creepy!
I got that too.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit. Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
Yeah.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
Genocide Jack, fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? New element has been added to non-stop debates. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. In which case, you'll forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well then, good luck and have fun. I said it to mean! It's mean! Alright.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure of it. Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Haha.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
Yep.
What?
Case file. Well, you done it. Yeah, I realized that the mean was probably a bad idea, but it actually gives me a challenge with this.
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now. More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail.
Yep, and it points that all evidence, it's Toko.
According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Also, something about scissors. Scissors seem to be in 2 of the murders at least.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
This is one of the reasons why I don't like you, Gerbil. Because you say stuff like that makes me do like you, but I hate you because of that.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
I hate that I like Gerbil, but at the same time I hate Gerbil because of the way Gerbil acts. But Gerbil can sometimes be okay, and I hate that I am in between on Gerbil. Love and hate relationship. Exactly.
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Huh? Why am I telling them? The other characteristics of every Genocide Jack case that the victim is positioned. Blame message where the murder took place.
I got it! Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way. So,
most definitely.
How did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
And it's Toko with her split personality.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yeah? You have the same reaction when you were talking about it was actually Leon. And look at him, he's dead now.
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
What? Yeah,
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
You lie!
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
It's her split personality.
Another riddle. Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
It does seem like a riddle in a way, but I feel like I can just not see it. Genocide Jack is Toko, but isn't Toko. What does it mean? Yep, 1107 had died. Hangman's Gambit. Wait. What was it? What was it? Wasn't a C. Whoops. Whoops, okay. Maybe it is a C. Shit. I'm confused. Nope, that wasn't it. I'm gonna fail. Oh, it wasn't an A either. Whoops. Okay. Skits. Shit. Oh! Figured out. I don't know what that word is, but I figured out. I like to think during this part of going off stream.
Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
What did that have to do with what I... What?
Huh?
That was not the word!
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Dissociated. Okay, that's how you say that word.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
The one thing that shows Toko could have a split personality, it has to do with her behavior. She fainted, her behavior changed.
I got it! You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
Yep.
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
She started talking like, oh, that body, so nice. I'm fine. What was that body? Yeah. She must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The word has a front and a back, a top, an inning, and a bottom. A sea of truth and a web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
And also, the only reason why I know what melancholy means is because of an anime I watched with vampires. The 7 deadly vampire people that I forgot the anime name of. They all turned to animals for some weird reason.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm.
Yep.
In other words, within her is one personality that can handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
It's very cool. I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I will drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in.
Kind of felt like Toko was gonna be the one that killed, but
It was to
wasn't
keep
sure.
her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
She gonna kill somebody here and now?
How?
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation.
Really?
She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time.
Okay.
And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
I thought she was just yandere. About you.
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised! I can't believe you lied!
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to. This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
She had feelings for you, so I think she thought you would be her accomplice or something. Well,
Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone.
interesting.
But in spite of that promise,
I'm sorry. I couldn't keep her promise. I don't worry ever again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
When did he say that?
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
Mayaka is not interested in dating anyone. He's only interested in
I
himself.
tried. I swear I tried to control it, but
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
The person you don't mean.
What are you gonna do? Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, and in the next second...
Well, hello there. Is it me you were hoping to see?
What's up with your tongue? What's that tongue? What's up with your tongue?
What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do?
Oh, it's Genocide Jill, not Jack. Jack and Jill went up the hill.
I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
The tongue is so long.
What the fuck is this?
Toko, what happened to you?
Clearly she has a split personality.
Toko, that's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
Man, she's insane.
She's so intense.
Wait, why do most serial killers have a long tongue? At least in anime, most serial killers in Squid Games haven't. But most serial killers in anime have long tongues, like her, and then there's also the hero killer Stain in My Hero Academia. And then there's... I can think of a few other references, but I don't remember their names or which animes they come from. Who's the guy? Who's the guy wrapped up in, like, he carries around a scythe and he's wearing a black hoodie. I like that anime, but I can't remember what it's called. And he's covered in bandages from head to toe. and he decided to help this girl get out of like a murder serial killer mansion. I confused myself. What?
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
What? I don't think anybody said that.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yeah, she definitely is.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
You are insane. That laugh does not help your point. This is the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack? This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Why are you acting all cheery? You're reminding me of Toga now.
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds!
Huh?
Just kidding!
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid?
He's so upset about that.
And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
That's lovely, I guess.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people.
Okay.
It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone.
Okay.
Just kidding again!
She's very confusing. I do not understand this. I don't understand her.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death. There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed.
Yeah. Wait a second. Oh, okay.
Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined.
Yeah.
So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Yes, you are.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said. I need to get some more details about all of this. Disappearing stain. Sass of the dead body.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
What?
What more proof do we need? Give it up. You killed her.
I didn't get it. Genocide Jack really is the killer. I feel like something doesn't match up.
The modus operandi
matches completely.
Nope, that wasn't it. Huh? What, you think there's some mistake lurking in what I said? You think about it.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
The modus operandi
matches completely.
There we go. Status of the dead body. Because they were all stuck up by freaking scissors.
Are the methods of
Wait,
murder
was it
really
him?
exactly the same? I'm not so sure about that.
Oh, it was him. It was freaking Bayaka that killed.
I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Oh, that's always fun. Spit up with scissors. Okay.
Huh? How's it any different?
The scissors.
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction.
Suffered multiple stab wounds. Yeah, she kills with scissors. So it's Bayaka. Bayaka's the one. I could split it into 2 messages. Well, that would be interesting to see. Yeah.
I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Yeah, because she uses scissors to kill.
This is no creation of mine.
I was wrong. So it has to
Let
be
me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are 2 clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one difference between the murders. The victim's fatal injury.
For one, the cause of death is different.
Yeah.
In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Oh, I just had a realization. Bayaka was escorting Chihiro into...
Yes, that is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method?
It was either Bayaka
And
or
there's
someone
more.
else.
One more conflicting detail.
Someone that knows about
That's
Genocide
right.
Jack.
In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
Yeah, that is weird.
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
Yeah, because she puts blood on one side and lust on the other. Alright, the second difference is related to how she was suspended. How the body was posed, how the body was suspended, what was used to suspend her.
Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her? They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
Yeah.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them.
Wait, Switch, what do you mean it's under 50 characters? Switch. Oh, isn't that letting you post anything that's over 500?
Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
Yeah, I did notice that was weird.
And guess what? I use my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement.
Okay, back to this Danganronpa.
Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use.
Okay, Kermit.
And you know what else?
What? What do I know?
Big Mac said there's 2 differences, but he's wrong.
Big Mac. Oh! Are you talking about Hifumi?
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Listen
Referring
up,
to
Big
me?
Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case.
They were
There's a
males.
pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
They were all guys.
Pattern.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Let's see. There's a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims and Chihiro didn't fit. I think I figured it out. I know why she wouldn't have killed Chihiro, because Chihiro was a girl.
I got it! Is
So-
it because Chihiro was a girl?
Though Chihiro, I believe, is... I tried to make them original avoiding... Oh, okay. But they put out a 4th game, and some of the ultimates you use are in that 4th game. Do you have to rethink them? And honestly, I don't think Chihiro's a girl. There's too many things saying that Chihiro's a dude.
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
They were all guys. Ken Harada, Tetsushiro Honda, Shoji Gaku, Gakko, Kano, Yoshida. Well, I'm suing Spike Jones. So if they use your ultimates, you're gonna sue them. Kamatsuna, Karo, Uchida, Kakafumi, Gon. Why am I trying to say these names? Uchida no Noah, Takeshi, Mazumi, Takeshi, Yoto Yojima. There was no end to it. Yeah, they were all male. At least the 2 that I can see. That's for sure.
They were all guys?
Yeah. She killed a 14-year-old?
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men!
Yeah, she killed like a 17-year-old, a 44-year-old. She doesn't care about the age as long as it's a dude.
I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
The hell is wrong with you?
Yeah, what is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid.
Why do you keep referring to pasta?
I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of the one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely, when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lolly cur!
Lowly cur?
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect.
That does make some amount of sense.
She was like pasta too.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Wait, is it Sakura? Was it Sakura?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
Did she smuggle some in? Oh, she does have them.
She's fully equipped!
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side?
She did smuggle them. Did she smuggle them in her hair?
Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong! You can't, can you? Gutter dogs, all of you! Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on. There is one person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. Select someone. It is Leon! Buyaka.
Here's my answer. Byakuya, It's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records. Plus, you'd already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Then, the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
Yeah.
So, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Oh, I think I know what happened. He was coming back from the library and saw Chihiro go into the boys' locker room. And so he went to go kill Chihiro, killed her, because that's the only reason why everything got swapped into the girls' dorm locker room. And just made it look like it was Genocide Jack that did it. And tried to use Chihiro's handbook, but it didn't work because it originally she is a dude, so that was the reason why she only went to the gym during the night. So he had to go get one of the handbooks from the other room and ends up breaking Leon somehow?
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me.
Yeah, it does, because you're the only one that knows about Genocide Jack, actual thing that happened. The way how Genocide Jack kills.
Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.